Art washes away from the soul the dust of everyday life. Pablo Picasso. Art clears the dust of everyday life from our souls. In this video, join us as we explore 12 iconic masterpieces, each one inspired by a great book, a timeless novel, or a powerful moment in history. From the haunted face of Medusa to the stillness of the Last Supper, from Ophelia's sorrowful gaze to the tempting call of the sirens, every artist tells a story deeply rooted in literature and human experience. Books, if you love the magical connection between painting and storytelling, don't miss this video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and let's take this inspiring journey through art together. Number 1. The Last Supper, Leonardo da Vinci, in 1495 to 1498. Inspired by the New Testament Gospels, this painting depicts the dramatic moment when Jesus announces that one of his disciples will betray him. Da Vinci masterfully captures the emotional reactions and facial expressions of each apostle. With its perspective, lighting, and psychological depth, it became one of the most iconic religious artworks in history. Number 2. Ophelia, John Everett Millais, in 1851 to 1852. Inspired by Hamlet by William Shakespeare, Ophelia, Hamlet's lover, descends into madness after her father's murder and drowns in a river. The painting shows her in the moment of drowning, surrounded by flowers and nature, with a serene expression of surrender and tragic beauty. A masterpiece of the pre-Raphaelite movement, focusing on natural detail and feminine emotion. Number 3. Lady Macbeth, John Singer Sargent, in 1889. Inspired by Macbeth by William Shakespeare, Sargent portrays Lady Macbeth in a moment of madness, frantically imagining herself washing the blood off her hands. This scene symbolizes guilt and the psychological toll of crime. Through lighting and expression, the painting internalizes her fear and mental collapse. Number 4. The Lady of Shalott, John William Waterhouse, in 1888. Inspired by the poem The Lady of Shalott by Alfred Lord Tennyson. The lady is cursed to weave magical tapestries and only view the outside world through a mirror. When she looks directly at Sir Lancelot, the curse is broken. The painting shows her drifting alone to her death in a boat, a symbol of longing, sacrifice, and poetic tragedy. Number 5. Don Quixote and Sancho Panza, Honoré Daumier, in 1868. Inspired by Don Quixote by Miguel de Cervantes, Daumier presents Don Quixote as a dreamy, tall, gaunt figure gazing skyward, with his loyal companion Sancho following behind. The contrast between idealism and realism, central to Cervantes' novel, is beautifully captured through their contrasting forms and postures. Number 6. Dante and Virgil in Hell, William Adolphe Bouguereau, in 1850. Inspired by the Divine Comedy by Dante Alighieri. In this dramatic scene, Dante and his guide Virgil enter hell and witness sinners being punished in a violent struggle. The muscular bodies, intense motion, and stark lighting emphasize the horror and violence of eternal damnation. Number 7. Faust and Mephistopheles, Eugene Delacroix, in 1828 to 1829. Inspired by Faust by Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. Faust sells his soul to the devil in exchange for unlimited knowledge and pleasure. In this series of lithographs, Delacroix vividly captures the mystical and philosophical darkness of the story with energetic, shadow-laden compositions. Number 8. Beatrice addressing Dante from Paradise, William Blake, in 1824 to 1827. Inspired by the Divine Comedy, Beatrice, Dante's beloved, appears to him in paradise, guiding him toward enlightenment and spiritual understanding. Blake renders this mystical encounter with symbolic forms and visionary style, turning it into a dreamlike poetic experience. Number 9. Ulysses and the Sirens. Herbert James Draper. In 1909, inspired by The Odyssey by Homer, to resist the deadly call of the sirens, Ulysses Odysseus has himself tied to the mast of his ship. The painting shows him in a tense struggle between reason and temptation as the beautiful sirens rise from the sea. A dramatic mix of sensuality and danger. Number 10. Medusa, Caravaggio. In 1597, inspired by The Myth of Medusa, Metamorphoses by Ovid. Medusa, whose gaze turns people to stone, is shown at the exact moment of her beheading. Her face is frozen in terror and agony. Painted on a ceremonial shield, this work blends horror, beauty, and mythological power. Number 11. Death of Sardanapalus, Eugene Delacroix. In 1827, inspired by the play Sardanapalus by Lord Byron. As defeat is inevitable, the legendary king Sardanapalus orders the destruction of his palace, concubines, and treasures. The painting is a riot of color, chaos, and exotic decadence, expressing the grandeur and tragedy of imperial collapse. 12. Helen of Troy by Frederick Leighton. In 1865, inspired by The Iliad by Homer, Helen, whose beauty is said to have launched 1,000 ships and started the Trojan War, is portrayed with an enigmatic, noble expression. The classical composition and soft lighting highlight her mythical and tragic allure. Art isn't just what we see, it's what we feel. If this video inspired you or made you see beauty in a new way, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more, and join our creative journey. Let's explore the world of art together, one masterpiece at a time.